One of the most important key in reality creation is to understand the fact that you cannot let your current appearances, the current result that you have in your life, control the way that you think, because your thoughts, your perception equal the creation, equals your reality, equals what you create, attract, and perpetuate in your life. And so the biggest trap, the biggest mistake that many people fall into is that we let our current experiences, what is happening in our life, control our perception and how we think. And from there, we try to change our situation. But the problem is that we know since quantum physics that the act of observing something, the act of giving something your attention, meaning giving something your energy, is the act of creating it. So you cannot see something, think about it, give it your attention, label it, meaning give it life, and expect it to disappear and to fade out or for something else to come in. The challenge is that we feel like if I don't think according to my result, according to what is in my life right now, I feel like I'm brainwashing myself. I feel like I'm on denial. I feel like I'm lying to myself, right? And so the mind sometimes get a bit confused about what do I mean by don't let your current appearances control the way you think, control your perception. Then what am I supposed to, control my thoughts and my thinking and my perception? Am I gonna just become delusional and crazy and end up in a crazy place? But here's the thing. You have to understand that you have a choice. You can see things as they are and notice, okay, this is happening, but don't let it control your perception and how you think of reality. You can see things as they are. You can notice how it can make you feel, and you can choose to deny the thought, the perception, the belief behind it, and you can start to choose to create something greater in your thought. Because here's the thing, if you cannot go to the end result first, and if you keep on keeping that same thought, that same story, that same perception alive in your consciousness, it's going to remain stuck in your life. I guarantee you that. So how does it look like in practice, in actual reality? Let's say, you have bills piling up, right? And you start to feel like, oh my God, where am I gonna get the money? It's tight, I'm just gonna get by, what am gonna happen? All those scarcity thoughts, right? And all of this creates the need for abundance, the need for money. So you try to overcompensate by feeling like, well, I just wanna manifest more money, more money to pay my bills, to be free, so to speak. So when those moments happen and you witness your bank account or you witness the bills, or you have those thoughts that popped up about lack, notice it. Be like, okay, the bills are piling up. Okay, I can see this is my financial condition, right? Now, let me go mentally and emotionally to how I want things to be instead. So instead of dwelling on a story, instead of telling people about it, instead of just ruminating on it, instead of just feeling anxious and contracted and in lack, you gotta interrupt that voice. You gotta interrupt the belief. You gotta interrupt the stories and energy and patterns that have created this situation in the first place. And so you gotta start to move your state of consciousness into a greater place. And so this is the practice of moving to a better thinking, feeling, thought, going to the end, being like, you know what? I'm gonna pay those bills. You know what? There is infinite amount of money in this universe, and I'm going to manifest the money. In fact, I'm manifesting the money for this right now. In fact, I am manifesting money all the time. In fact, I am sorting out my finances. I'm getting better and better and better. I renounce all belief in lack. I renounce all belief in poverty. I renounce fearing lack and not enough belief. I'm going to affirm that I can make more money. I can manifest more money. I can find more ways of creating, making more money. I can find a better job. I can find resources and tools and situations that can allow me to change the situation. This is just an example, right? You gotta calibrate and find the better thinking, feeling, thought that feels most natural to you in that current context and situation. But if you keep on letting that bill, letting the bank account, letting that situation, letting that person, letting that thing outside of you control the way you relate to yourself, control your belief and perception about life, you're going to remain in that cycle. And so you simply gotta notice where you are, renounce the perceptions, stories, and thoughts that have created the situation where you're at, and move to a greater thought, move to a greater perception. Go to the end and start thinking, feeling, and acting as that person instead of feeling the old loop. Start going to that place. And so what's going to happen naturally is that you're going to naturally start attracting either the idea or the people or the situation or whatever it takes for you to be able to take care of what you need, for you to be able to transition out of that situation into a new place. But you cannot wait for the money to find you, for you to feel abundant. You cannot wait for you to lose weight until you start loving yourself. You cannot wait for you to get the new job until you feel successful. You cannot wait for you to get new clients until you feel good about yourself and your life. You cannot wait for people, time, things to change until you start feeling worthy. You gotta go to the end first, and you gotta start thinking, feeling, and acting as that person now, living that life now. This is the art of reality creation. This is when you understand that your state of consciousness, your thought, create your reality. And so if you keep on thinking and focusing on the same old thought, you will keep on creating the same old result. So don't think according to appearances. Go to the end result. Think greater, expand, become unlimited in your thinking. And you will see things changing in your life. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you think down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching this video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of this type of videos. I will see you next time. Be well.